Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Testify. Today we have finally gotten the announcement for the next Cult of the Lamb update, and I'm very excited about this because there are so many things that we need to go over and that we need to look at and investigate, and I'm very excited for this. So as we can see here, there's a new mountain, so like a whole new area, I assume, with 2 new dungeons, which is pretty cool. We have Woolhaven, once the home of the lambs, now an echo from the past. That sounds interesting and mysterious and nonchalant. Protect your cult from the winter. So now we're going to have a winter that we have to protect our cult from, which is going to be an interesting mechanic. I don't know if I'm looking forward to that. But we also have ranching and rare beasts. So we're going to have animals to take care of on top of followers. I assume if we choose so, but obviously we're going to be doing that. So let's take a look at the trailer for this. And then obviously, as we have with the previous updates, we are going to like investigate what things mean, or we're going to look very in depth to it. But already, right off the rip, the bell seems to be important. There's a whole bell shrine up here, and a bell here, and now a new interesting looking crown. This looks like Leshy's crown, but it's like melted or frozen maybe. It's weird, but let's start looking at the trailer. Okay, see, just like I said, the bell seems to be important. It's fucking glowing now. And then there's a giant frozen lamb maybe with a bunch of papers. I don't know, this looks so weird because there's a bunch of followers like okay, you know what, we'll take a look at everything after. Let's just watch the thing. Okay, it reminds me of The Binding of Isaac a little bit. Oh wait, okay, never mind. I'm gonna have to look at it after. Evil happy goat maybe. Oh, what was that? Okay, there was so much to digest. I'm looking at things in the background. There's so much to go over. Okay, coming early 2026, massive pit extension. You know damn well I'm gonna be paying for that. They need to get their bag. They deserve their bag, especially if this is a massive update. Well, let's see if is there anything. Okay, there's a bag, but that's about it. Okay, let's go back and take a look at everything because I noticed so many things in the background that is like, what the hell is that? That's cool. Oh, they even put the crown in the shape of the mountain. Unless if that's just the kind of like the angle that we're looking at the lamb at, but I don't know. Okay, anyways, so there's a giant lamb here with an interesting looking crown that's obviously in the shape of the mountain. There's like maybe like a zombie crate up here. I don't know, I see a little emblem. Maybe that's nothing, maybe that's something, who knows. And then yeah, there's a bunch of like frozen followers and another lamb, so maybe it's like the lamb's destiny to become like, you know, oh bad pause frame, to become the like next successor. But yeah, there we go. There's a bunch of like rune symbols on those crates now. But I saw things that I want to look at and kind of like theory craft over. So this is obviously interesting. This is probably going to be like the final boss if I had to guess. Maybe the question mark dude has something to do with this, because his whole thing was a clock. So maybe it's going to be like going back in time, because you're going to be uncovering the past. Interesting looking enemies, like I said, kind of reminds me of The Binding of Isaac. But this is what I was interested in. So It seems as if this is wait, no, this is like Midas's hideout, right? I don't know. There's like a behind the mushroom grotto is this giant mountain. Okay, now here's what I'm interested in. So that looks like a little thermometer maybe. And then I haven't gotten my temple fully upgraded yet, but maybe this is something new. Maybe it's the fully upgraded temple. Maybe it's another temple upgrade. Who knows? Okay, new follower form of like a chameleon, and then whatever that is, and then maybe like a shark or something. But I'm curious what this is. What this is. Oh, and there's a little like elk deer thing. What this is, and then there's obviously a new statue for the like new lamb entity that we were introduced to. And then I'm curious what the hell this is. And why is he nudie? I don't know. That's very interesting, but it seems as if we're gonna have a little like expansion from where the cult is. Like, you know, like you have your cult here. There's also another one of these things. I don't think it's a boar. I don't want to sound stupid, so I'm not even going to try. This means that he's probably going to die and be sacrificed to some greater cause, maybe. No idea. You could also ride this animal now as a mode of transportation. There's a new statue, new enemies, obviously, and this weapon looks sick. I'm not going to lie. Can I... Okay, 1080p, there we go. It looks very cool. Oh, what happened? Okay. Still just more enemies. Same new weapon. And then Marchosius. What is this filth that perverts my mountain? So, new room. It looks like a new, like, it kind of reminds me of the relics. You know, but maybe not. Obviously, or maybe they could be new relics. Who knows? I'm assuming this is the other new dungeon room. Wait, that was... What did that do? That is... Wow. He is tossing around a bloodied lamb to try and hit us. That is mean. Oh, wait, was it alive? Look at it. It's like... Oh no, okay, it's not alive. Oh yeah, it is. It feels pain. Look at that. Okay. And that looks... Hold on. Isn't this the dude who's supposed to sacrifice us in the very beginning? Interesting. And now he's big, and now he's trying to sacrifice us again. Maybe... Yeah, because it would make sense. Because, hold on. Is he the same dude here? No, but he looks like the same variant. He looks like another sacrificer. But it makes sense why he's throwing around a bunch of lambs. And there's a graveyard. This is freaky, but also really cool. And then... Let's take a look at this again. Yeah, and then there's like a bunch of ghosts. So maybe it's all a cycle. And then this lamb is going to be next to join these guys. And then there's going to be another lamb. I don't know. This is very interesting. And then there was like a... Hold on. Where did he go? I really like this guy. He's just kind of minding his own business. Not really getting in the midst of this. But yeah, I don't know. Because if we go back again one more time, it seems like that there's a bar that we have to fulfill, maybe? I don't know. There is so much information here, but we can only get so much from a trailer. So those are my little theories. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you want to see a video on this as soon as it comes out, the update, and as soon as more information comes out, obviously I'm going to making videos on them. So you should subscribe and hit the bell so that you know. And yeah, thank you guys again so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I love you all. I hope to see you in the next video. Oh my god.